What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Before we jump into this crucial video, I need each and every one of you to do something for me. You see that crazy, that incredible intro that plays in all my videos? There's a couple different ones. You see, the fire ones for the giveaways. You see these ones. There's all these new graphics and these motion pictures and all that. That is all the work of my graphic designer, John Optics. He is incredible. He spends hours and hours a day cooking up new things, and he's trying to make the best quality content for you guys. He even, I sent his 5-year-old son some silver, and he even made this beautiful unboxing video, and I posted it on my channel. This guy is incredible, and he's taken my content, my channel to the next level. Well, he has a YouTube channel. He only has like a couple subscribers, so I want to give him a present. I want to show how much I appreciate him. So I want everyone to go subscribe to his channel. He actually posts some really good content. It's all graphic designing stuff with like cars, and it's crazy. He is so talented, and I want every single one of you guys to go subscribe to his channel. Don't tell him. I mean, I'm sure he's watching this video. So John, this is my way of saying thanks. I appreciate you so much, and I'm sure everyone else does as well. I see you're already starting to gather a little fan base in my comment section, and this is just my way of saying thanks. So everyone, go over to John Optics' YouTube channel. I'll post in the description and the pinned comment. Go over there and subscribe. I promise he's gonna make some impressive stuff, and I promise you will enjoy it. So anyways, let's jump on with the video. Did you guys know that I just did a 38,000 subscriber giveaway, and we're already doing the 39,000 subscriber entry video? Stay tuned. And then at 40,000, I'm giving away over $1,000 worth of silver, right? And I know that's crazy, but I don't care, because that's how much I appreciate you guys. That's definitely going to put a dent in my silver stack, but you guys are more important than a couple ounces of silver. So this video is probably one of the most important that I'll ever make, and that's because there is a lot of new attention. There's a lot of new eyes, people that have never invested a single dollar in their entire life entering the world of precious metals. And if you do not understand the market of something, then you probably shouldn't be investing into it. So I want to save you guys the time, the energy, and definitely the resources, because there's a lot of different information. There's a lot of different avenues and paths you can go, and hopefully my channel can break that down and make it easier and more convenient for you guys to understand. Now, there is a real value of silver, and I don't think a lot of people touch upon it. $27 is not an ounce of silver. That's the current price, but that's not what an ounce of silver is worth. The true value is honestly unknown. You know why? Because every time silver's price is I guess you would call it spot price at that point in time, that's at that point in time what stock markets are doing, what the dollar index is, right? Blah, blah, blah. What about when stock market volatility doesn't affect the price of silver? What about when the dollar index is non-existent? What if the dollar collapses? What if silver takes on a life of its own compared to gold? Why is the gold to silver ratio so closely tied together when gold and silver are used for two completely different reasons? Gold is used for jewelry, rings, watches, necklaces. Silver is used for laptops, for space equipment, for dental alloys, for medical wall paint. There's colloidal silver. Silver is used in photovoltaic cells, for solar panels. Why is the price of silver tied to gold when we need silver to make the world go round, and gold is basically just used for jewelry? I mean, yes, there is gold in electronics, but nowhere near the ratio or the amount that silver is. And you know what? Silver is going to take on a life of its own sooner than later. And when it does, that's when we're going to start to see the true value of silver. If you want an example, if we go back hundreds of thousands of years, they had a better idea of what silver's true value was. I don't want to do some math, but we're gonna throw out some theoretical equations out here, okay? Back in the day, in biblical times, the gold to silver ratio was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold. 2.5 to 1. Right now, the ratio is around 65 to 1, something like that, which means silver's 65 times less valuable than gold is. That's a pretty high number for something that is used and performs much better than gold. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. It's the best component, it's the best performing component in everything, especially electric vehicles, with Tesla, with SpaceX and space equipment, and everything. Silver, and even light sensitivity, silver performs the best. So why is it so much cheaper than gold? Well, that's a man-made price. That's a man-made ratio, and I'll explain why in a second. So it was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold. And it was that low. The ratio was 2.5 to 1 because they saw silver as magic. They thought silver was literally magic. It could purify water. It responded with elements like no other metal could. They thought it was a metal of magic from the gods. Now, over time, 8 to 1. The ratio is 8 to 1. And that's because it comes out of the ground 8 to 1. If you look at any article, any resource, the ratio that silver comes out of the ground compared to gold is 8 to 1. So that was the average, most accurate gold to silver ratio. And that ratio was used for thousands of years. It wasn't until around like mid 1800s, early 1900s, when the gold to silver ratio was 16 to 1. And it stayed at 16 to 1 until 1930, when FDR got into office. He was president. And he changed the gold to silver ratio from 16 to 1 to 75 to 1. He single-handedly devalued silver. The gold to silver ratio still should and would be probably around 16 to 1. I mean, think about the math right there. Think about that. If gold is $2,000 an ounce and the ratio is 8 to 1, do the math. That's $250 silver right there. But if the ratio keeps going, or let's say gold keeps going up, if silver is going to hit $250 and it's rising, that also means the gold's going to rise with it. So the ratio would definitely be up for interpretation, but we're still talking about hundreds of dollars of silver. And if silver takes on a life of its own, we wouldn't even be able to compare $2,000 gold price. It could be a lot different. Some people say $1,000 silver. I'm not going to try to mislead you. I'm not going to try to give you false hope. I'm not going to give you unrealistic expectations, but we really don't know what the true value of silver is. And guess what? Spot price doesn't count. No matter who says that 1 ounce silver coin is worth what, the price tag is irrelevant, because the true value of that coin is the 1 ounce of silver inside of it, not the price tag attached to it. So people try to perceive silver's value at what spot price is, but that's not true. That is not the value of silver. And silver is money. You know what? Silver was money before money was money. Not only from a historical point of view, silver and gold have been used as forms of monetary exchange for over 5,000 years, but even constitutional silver was money, and our fiat money was the thing that was attached or transferred to it, legal tender. But then once we got rid of, the gold standard, 1965, the only thing we had left was paper dollars, which weren't backed by anything. And people try to say that silver can I guess the value can be up for interpretation, but it can't when you're looking at fundamentals. And I mean it like this: silver's value is literally timeless. What if I told you that a walking Liberty back in the day could get you a gallon of gas, and it still can today? Well, that's a true statement. It's a true statement. A 50-cent walking Liberty could get you a gallon of gas back in the day, and that same exact coin could get you a gallon of gas today. How is that so? Well, back in the day, I could have went into, a gas station, handed the store clerk a 50-cent walking Liberty $half, and got myself 50 cents of gas. Gas was 50 cents a gallon, right? So I could have got my gallon of gas for the face value of that coin. Nowadays, I could take that walking Liberty to the coin shop, sell it for the metal inside of it, get $10, go get myself a gallon of gas. See, back in the day, I was using the coin for its face value. Nowadays, 50 cents can't get you a gallon of gas, but I could take that 50-cent coin to the store, to the coin shop, sell it sell that 50-cent coin for $10 and go get myself a gallon of gas. See, back in the day, face value was what determined silver's price, but silver's price isn't determined by its price tag. It's the metal content inside of it, and people don't understand that. The true value of silver is much greater than $27. Think about in 20 years from now, how much different the world's going to be. How much, well, I don't even think the dollar will exist by then. Or if it does, inflation's going to be so crazy. There's going to have to be something new. The system has to change. It has to change. It's not working. The dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power, and it's bound to fail, especially with this pandemic speeding up everything times 10. So I think that we're going into a digital age. It's going to be digital. If you think about futuristic money, if you're watching a movie in the year 2000 and 2085 or whatever, wouldn't you think if there's going to be money in that futuristic movie, wouldn't it be digital? Do you think they're still going to be carrying around, dollar bills in their pocket? No, it's going to be digital. That's Bitcoin. That's crypto. We're headed into a new digital form of money, and it's right in front of our faces, and nobody's realizing it. Bitcoin is the new thing, and people don't even realize it. In 50, 100 years from now, U.S. dollars is going to be something you read in history books. I don't take my time frame literal, but eventually, U.S. dollars isn't working. We're $27 trillion in debt. And we're trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. It doesn't work. We're digging ourselves in a hole, and there is no solution. There's only an alternative, and that's precious metals. And if you guys don't understand that silver has more value than just being shiny, then I would definitely look into some more videos and do some more research, because there are a lot of reasons why my name is Silver Slayer and not Gold Slayer, not Stock Slayer. I hope that this video has sparked curiosity in you. I hope this video has planted a seed for you to realize that keeping your money in a bank account is not the safest solution. The dollar, precious metals, silver, gold, is a threat. It's a direct threat to the U.S. dollar. So banks, mainstream, those Wall Street guys, they're not going to want you to invest in the precious metals, because you've taken the power away from them and put it in your own hands. When you have that silver in your hand, nobody else is in control of it except you. You are in complete control. They don't want that. They want you in debt. They want your money in a bank so they can control it. It's up to them. It's a custodian, basically. It's a third party. If you take your money out of your bank account and put it into precious metals or even crypto, they can't control it. They want you in debt, because when you're in debt, you're a slave to the system. It's all power moves. It's all control tactics. So, of course, precious metals threatens them. Of course, they're going to try to persuade Bitcoin as a scam. J.P. Morgan, Jamie Dimon saying that a couple of years ago. Of course, they're going to say precious metals is a bear market and don't, bust out your tinfoil hat if you're going to buy silver. Of course, they're going to call it the devil's metal. Of course, because it scares them, and rightfully so. But regardless of what they want, regardless of who they're trying to control, we still have a choice. And imagine the people that don't have a choice. Imagine the people that's never heard of silver, that don't even know America's $27 trillion in debt. Imagine the people that think America's rich, walking around on their day-to-day thinking that we're just all conspiracy theorists and crazy. I feel so bad for those people, because they don't even have a chance. See, if you watch my video, at least you have a chance to make a choice, or you can actually have an opportunity to say, hey, this is happening. Okay, well, I could go buy silver now. But imagine the people that won't ever watch this video, that don't even have a chance, don't have a single chance to even change, even if they wanted to. That's sad, and that's why I try to make my videos reach out to the masses. I want my videos to get put in front of people that aren't really even into investing. So anyways, I hope this video sparked something into you. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Like I said, go subscribe to John Optics, his channel. I really want him to get something out of his channel. He's so talented. I don't want him spending all that time and energy just on me. I want him to grow something for himself as well. And this could be a perfect start. And I want you guys to start that journey for him. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.